Hi. And welcome back to the Wolf Recaps. Today, I'm going to explain a movie called Mara, released in the year 2018. The film opens when Sophie Winsfield is awakened by her mother, Helena, screaming, supposedly after murdering her husband. Kate Fuller, a criminal psychologist, is called by Detective McCarthy to diagnose Helena and deduce whether to commit her to a mental institute or to send her to jail. Upon interviewing both Helena and Sophie, both insist that Mr. Winsfield was killed by the sleep demon, Mara. Kate signs to have Helena committed to mental institute. Kate experiences sleep paralysis and sees a figure walking in her apartment. The next day, she goes to speak to a man named Takahashi. However, she instead finds his decayed corpse, killed in the same manner as Mr. Winsfield. McCarthy disbelieves the Mara legend. Kate then visits Helena in the mental institution, who explains how she and her husband knew a man named Dougie from a sleep paralysis support group, and begs Kate to let her see her daughter again, insisting she will die at the hands of Mara. As proof, she shows Kate a red mark on her left eye, explaining that Mara marks her victims. Kate decides to attend the sleep paralysis support group run by Dr. Ellis, where she encounters Dougie, who insists that Mara is real and will kill Saul. He removes Saul's sunglasses, revealing his eyes to be completely red. Later that night, Saul commits suicide by immolating himself. Around the same time, Kate awakens in sleep paralysis and again sees a figure. McCarthy brings in Dougie, believing he is Saul's killer. With no evidence, they release him. Kate goes to have Helena released from the institution, only to find her dead, her eyes completely red. Later, she again awakens in sleep paralysis, where she is confronted by Mara. Once she regains mobility, she finds a red mark in her left eye. The next day, she watches the video footage of Helena's death. A dark figure is shown on top of Helena, strangling her. Kate visits Dougie, whose left eye is turned completely red. He explains Mara's history and her recorded deaths, and that her cycle begins following a tragedy. She appears in stages. First stage, you're paralyzed, and you see her. Second stage, she marks you. Third stage is the physical contact. Finally, in the fourth stage, you see her when you're awake, and if you fall asleep, you'll die. Mara only appears when someone is in a deep sleep. Thus, Dougie only sleeps at brief intervals, keeping alarms and blaring music on in his house. Kate goes to talk with Dr. Ellis, who disbelieves in Mara, explaining that sleep paralysis demons can appear based on a person's culture. Later that night, Dougie's generator dies, stopping his alarm clocks. And at the same time, Kate enters the third stage and Mara places her hands around Kate's neck. The following day, Kate gets a call from Dougie, who informs her that he is on stage 4. Afraid to fall asleep, he attempts to cut off his eyelids. But then Kate intervenes and takes him to Dr. Ellis. They keep him in a special room to be monitored and give him an anesthetic to make him sleep. He reveals that he accidentally killed innocent people while in the war. That night, Mara kills Dougie. She also turns Kate's left eye completely red before Dr. Ellis pulls her from the paralysis. After the police arrives, McCarthy and Kate get word that Sophie is also suffering from Mara, and that she is already in the fourth stage. Determined to stop Mara, Kate returns to Dougie's shack and makes a graph of all the victims, attempting to put together the link between them. After finding Dougie's war memorabilia, she begins to put the pieces together. Dougie's killing innocents in the war. Saul's causing his mother's death. Mr. Winsfield's affair, and Helena blaming herself for their divorce. And Kate blaming herself for Helena's death. Then McCarthy reveals that Takahashi was a chef at a primary school, who has caused 38 kids to die by ingesting contaminated fish. And Sophie blaming herself for Helena's incarceration. Kate realizes the link. Mara targets people overcome with guilt over things they've done. Kate then attempts to reach the hospital to save Sophie. After falling asleep, she enters the fourth stage, both eyes completely red, and begins to see Mara while awake. At the hospital, she finds Sophie in sleep paralysis and attempts to wake her while trying to keep Mara from killing her. She then tells Sophie to blame her while trying to wake her up, and covers her from Mara's attack. Mara suddenly disappears and the redness also disappears from Sophie's eyes. Sophie then wakes up and explains she never blamed Kate for her mother. After deeming her safe, Kate falls asleep. When she awakes, she is confronted by Helena blaming Kate for her death. It is then revealed that all this while Kate hasn't let go of her guilt of Helena's death. The movie ends with Kate awakening from sleep paralysis, and Mara lunging at her. That was all for the explanation. I hope you liked it. Please leave a like to help our channel grow. Don't forget to subscribe and leave your view on this movie. Thank you for watching.